see what the current ladies have to say about this wonderful time of the year. Welcome, ladies.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Wait a minute, wrong.
I know, isn't that Christmas?
Slow it down.
Oh, yeah, it is a wonderful time.
Yes,
well, thank you for that.
And do you realize that now they have Halloween items on one aisle and Christmas items on the next?
I know, they're rushing us.
All of our holidays from this point on, they just kind of all go together.
Yeah, they do. They kind of go together. But we're so thankful today that we're talking about Thanksgiving. And we have a special guest in addition to our panel. Kristen, do you want to introduce our special guest?
This is Tom the turkey. We've had him on before. Tom is our centerpiece at Thanksgiving, and everyone gets to pick a feather out and add a blessing or what they're grateful for on that. So we've got a few that from the last year's, and we'll add some more.
I just want us to do a show. And I know you guys are going to want it also. We want to do a show where she teaches us who are not crafty how to make this beautiful thing, because it's a fantastic idea.
Let's look at Tom. I am not super crafty.
Let's break down Tom's anatomy here. What is he made of?
This is Tom for dummies. Pretty much anyone can do this. If you've got a pair of scissors and some paint and some styrofoam, you're good.
You know what I love about doing Tom, really, though, is that what we do is we ask each child and each grown-up to write something they're thankful for and to stick it in the turkey. And I'm just looking down there at Luke's, and all that Luke, I guess he was 3 maybe when he did this, and he could write his name, and that's all he could do. So it just says Luke, and then we'll have a year on there. So we can look back and read everybody's things that they were thankful for a year ago. I love it. The worst part about it is finding some place to store it.
Where do you put him? I know.
Tom lives in my laundry room every single year, and he loves it in there. There's a lot of good stuff going on in the laundry room.
Calm, it's peaceful.
Nice and calm and peaceful. It's warm. What do you all do? What are some of your traditions at Thanksgiving?
Food.
Food, okay.
And lots of food, right?
Do you cook, Carolyn?
Oh, I love to cook.
I knew you
but
would.
we're making new traditions. I mean, sometimes life you just got to get up and change it up a little bit, right? So we've got kids that are getting older, and so we want to travel. Our kids want to travel, so we like to go to, New York and see the Macy's Day Parade.
Yeah.
And I love on Thanksgiving Day, we used to do this all the time. Our whole family used to go to New York, and we would go see, for Thanksgiving, go see the Rockettes and see the Christmas Spectacular, And you don't even have to go for very long. And then sometimes we'll celebrate like a big dinner like a week or so before, and we do the Thanksgiving turkey and mashed potatoes and cranberry sauce. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You got to load it up. That's your one day. I call it no guilt. There is no calories in that food, right?
That's right.
So, yeah.
My kids are getting older too, and we still do the tradition where everybody has to verbally say what they're thankful for. But our new tradition is I am teaching the children how to make all of the items for our Thanksgiving dinner.
Very good.
I'm coming to your house.
And Julian has mastered the banana pudding. See, at my house, you don't mess with Thanksgiving.
No.
Okay?
We
We don't
know.
change
No.
things. It's going to be the same. And we don't do stuffing, we do dressing.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
That's right.
There's a difference.
There is a difference.
You have to taste it to know the difference.
Okay.
And it's a Southern thing, I think, right?
Yeah.
Dressing is Southern.
Yeah.
Yes.
But them learning how to do it
Yes.
has just, and everybody has their own thing each year that they want to learn. And it really started because I was just wanting to do that with my daughter and my daughter-in-law. And now everybody wants to learn. The boys all take part in preparing the meal, and they're learning how to do our traditional
Well,
Thanksgiving
that
meal.
makes me nervous when my daughters want to learn everything, because they're getting ready to bury me.
Oh, you gotta stop it. They're just preparing ahead of
I want your
time.
recipes, Mom, because never mind, but I know it's not.
No, but that's a good idea. I might come over a little early this year.
There you go. I learned the secrets, girl.
Well, we do have a great dressing recipe. We don't stuff our turkeys. That to me is, I'm sorry, viewers, if you stuff your turkey, it's great. It's kind of nasty to me. I do clean my turkey out, but I don't put the dressing in there. The dressing goes in a 9x13 wonderful
Yeah.
Pyrex.
And you bake it in the
and you
oven.
bake it in the oven.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yes.
good.
How does the house smell?
Do you make what's called giblet gravy?
Oh, we do.
Oh, I don't know. Sorry.
Yes.
You know what those things are,
It's
right?
Okay, well, we make it your house first thing in the morning.
Right.
We make it both.
Right.
My
You
dad
do.
loves the giblets,
Right.
and
Okay.
so you have a little bit of both.
And we call them giblets.
Yeah.
Is it
Okay.
giblets? or
Giblets,
I don't
tomato,
know.
tomato.
I don't know, but I know
We don't do it.
Stuffing.
It's probably the one people who
It's
know
the
how to
turkey
do it.
part.
It's the liver and the
It's
weird
okay,
stuff.
Barbara. It's
okay. So traditions, Lee.
I love Thanksgiving, probably more than Christmas, because our whole family gets together. And on my dad's side, that's like up to 50 people. And my parents always had this big house, and they sold it a couple years. And so I'm getting to host it at my house this year. So I'm so excited. And all the family, everybody brings their certain thing that they're good at. Mine's mashed potatoes. And so, but everybody, butter, sour cream, and cream cheese.
Do you make your mashed potatoes the day of or the day before?
The night before, and then they cook for an hour.
So do you put them in a
Like a
Pyrex?
9x10.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah,
that's
I always,
really
I'm
good.
not ever. We are.
Mashed potato, but we like rice.
We don't do well, but we do have both. We still have rice and we have mashed potatoes, but I just always try to farm out the
Give
mashed
that to somebody
potatoes.
else.
That's a tough one. I need to get your recipe.
We should get the
since it's the new, I think I'm going to do this year.
I think you should.
bring on
I think
Tom.
you should. Yeah.
I'm
Tom needs to
excited.
visit all our house.
Yeah.
Well, I do something a little bit different than Tom. I do a Thanksgiving tree, and that's where we just get branches from wherever, I spray paint them gold, and then everybody gets a leaf, and they write down what they're thankful for,
Oh,
and then we just
nice.
add to this tree. It's like a living tree. But I mean, you guys know in my house, I mean, I'm spoiled rotten, have a daddy that can throw down, and so our big thing is his maple sausage dressing. It's not stuffing, and so this year, because I've been asked from last year, I will post the recipe, but I am not promising that it's going to turn out just like my dad's, because I told you he doesn't measure anything. It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So I literally have to go and watch his methodology and his process, and because there's so much love put into his food. I mean, everybody at my daughter's birthday party, can we come for Thanksgiving? I mean, they get a taste of just, it's the love that's put in the food. So what I love what Deborah shared was just the next generations. That's passing down your legacy. And what does a food or meal or special dish represent? It represents time spent. It's the conversations had. It's the memories made. It's that love that, you know, maybe the family is a little broken or people are in different states, but there's something about my dad's cooking. It's the love that brings people near and far. And so one of the cool traditions we started, I was sharing with you all a little bit earlier. Yes, it's Thanksgiving. We don't want to rush Christmas, but my aunt actually started this when all of the nieces and nephews, everybody started getting a little older and we started having children. We wanted to hang out a little bit more. You know, everybody's in that cool phase. They strike a match. Thanks for the meal. We're out. We're going to go hang with our friends. But my aunt said, you know what? I'm going to get crafty on you. And so she bought all these gingerbread houses and it started this competition. And when I say it's a competition, I mean, people are planning for months ahead, Pinteresting. They come with extra devices and tools and hot glue guns. And we sit there for hours. I mean, all the adults, all the grandchildren, and we just make these masterpieces. And at the end, we put it on Facebook and we have people judge it.
Wow.
And then whoever wins gets, you know, a $100 gift card. But it's the memories that are spent.
I'm coming.
I'm telling
I
you,
want the
it's
gift
worth
card.
it. It's worth it. But it's the time spent and it's the love. It's the memories that are made. And it's opening up our homes to families that may not have that. What we all have. We're so blessed to have such strong family units. So I would encourage our viewers to open their homes this Thanksgiving. Invite some friends or family or extended people that may not, you know, have those type of traditions to share that.
I think that's really
You've
important.
always been really good
Yeah.
about that. Mom
Yeah.
has always invited people that might not have a home or they might not have a family in town, and it adds every year to
Well, you're on
Thanksgiving.
your best behavior too. When you know
That's
you've
true.
got
You
other
can't
people
get too
around.
loose.
That is a good
Well, if
point.
you've got problems in your family, it's a good thing to do because it keeps everybody.
Yes, that's good, Carolyn.
So listen,
Good
I like
therapy
peace.
tip.
Oh, I think good therapy tip. You know, but I will say we do that because, you know, obviously I've lost my family and stuff like that. And so we get, there is so many people that don't have families. You cannot even believe it. And it can be a sad time.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, when everybody else is talking about all their family stuff and you're going, yeah. And inside you're like, ugh. But it was so sweet. And I went, you know, you guys are always so kind to invite us and stuff like that. But we do the same thing. We get other people who don't have families or maybe their families are a little bit, you know, disjointed at the moment. And we come together and our kids don't know any different. We just, everybody brings food, we make a big bonfire and just sit and celebrate each other because family doesn't have to be blood.
That's right.
Family's just us being connected at the heart and encouraging one another. So I just think I'm gonna copy these ideas. I'm getting some good ones today.
I love that. Well, what else makes it special?
And we don't measure anything either.
Ah, we come from the same
It's
school.
difficult to share
Yeah, it
a
is true.
recipe So it's important that the kids are in the kitchen
That's right.
with me so that they can watch.
Yeah.
And then they're making it, and I get to stick my fingers in and taste their stuff and say, little bit more sugar,
That's right.
little salt over here.
So I want to know how you get the men involved in that, because I know that our guys at our home usually have a TV on and there's football going on and they're falling asleep in front of the on the television while the rest of us are trying to do these things. How do you get men engaged?
Well, I mean, like I said, my dad was one of 5, and he had a sister, and she just had no desire to cook. And my father spent time with his mother, and she taught him on the farm. And so it was just God used that as he's this masculine, manly man, but the love and the TLC, it just brings out the softer side of my dad. But I see how it draws other men to want to be in the kitchen. Even my husband, he can cook, but he doesn't because I love to cook. But I see how he's drawn in the kitchen too. So I think just encourage them to get in, give them one task. Maybe it's just whisking something or doing one little thing, but engage the men in the kitchen too.
Yeah, my dad was always good about making the gravy because I was never that good with the gravy, and he'd come in there. Do you remember Papa doing gravy?
That was his job.
Yeah, his job. So it is
Well,
good.
and Chris and Dad do the
Really?
dishes.
Oh yeah.
They don't do the food, but they do the dishes.
That's a good thing.
They're not just on the couch all day, serve me, serve
Right.
me.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
they
a good.
do.
Thank you for
that's
that.
good. That
That's
was sweet of you. Let me tell you something. I'd rather hand them the dishes.
Yeah.
than
Get them in the kitchen.
that way.
Get on out of the kitchen. She'll do the dishes. Yeah.
My dad makes this oyster casserole. He loves his oysters. So, yeah, let me know if y'all like oysters. We'll get you one.
Oh.
No, but we want your cheese
Balls, that's
Oh,
Christmas.
yes, that's
Don't rush
Christmas.
it. It's coming now.
Well, I have to tell her because I missed mine last year. So
I think you left it at my house.
I
And
did. But you
probably ate it.
Yeah.